I think the game of cricket picked me up. I think the game fell in love with me, and I had no choice but to oblige. And I fell in love with it back, you know. But there was no, I think from age 3 to age 14, it was never something that I would have envisioned and saw myself in this position that I'm in today. But you know, I took the opportunity. At times it was hard. Where I come from in Palabora, cricket for black people was not a game. We didn't know what it was actually. I mean, my parents always saw it as something recreational. It was never something that I could get a job from. It was just a sport to them, so it's like playing just for fun. And you know, I've stayed with it through tough times. I mean, I had to spend a bit of time in the change rooms for 6 months in the academy in Limpopo, but obviously without knowing where the game would take me. The only thing that kept me going was the resilience and the hunger and the love for the game, and I just kept going with that, and one thing led to another. 99, oh sorry, I'm wrong, 98, there's a chap called Omwali from Northern Cricket came and fetched me from the academy there and brought me to Pretoria, and I spent a bit of time in Easteras. That's where I learned my Afrikaans, and I had no clue what Afrikaans was before then. And I played for Easteras for 2 years, and I was in the Northern Academy, and then while in the academy played a game here at Tuks against the National Academy. Mickey Arthur spotted me, and Lawrence Mahatlani, and then they signed me to Griquas 2003, and then I played for a season there, and then the system changed and I moved to Bloom. Played a season and a half there, and then I actually relinquished my contract. I walked out of my contract. I felt like I didn't enjoy the game anymore, and I think I just didn't know where I stand with everything. So I had to do some self-introspection and try and find myself out at home for 3 months, and then I came back to Pretoria 2004, or late 2004, and I said, listen, no sorry, 2005, I came back to Pretoria, and I was prepared to be an amateur. And I was an amateur from 2004 till 2010, so I was making money out of coaching, private coaching, and then I would play for Titans, and I'll get paid for play, and my money was coming from private coaching mostly, and I played for Northerns, the amateur side, which yeah, it was an environment that I really enjoyed. I did really well for Northerns. I was captain as well in one of the seasons. And 2010, my niece started speaking Swahili, so I had to call it. And then I got into coaching, and I went to Limpopo for 3 years. And then I worked with Ray with under 19s 2014. And then came back to a job with the Titans as Rob Walters' assistant coach, and then he moved on to New Zealand, and then Bouch came, and I was with Bouch, and then he also moved on. Then I took over 2019 for the Titans, and yeah, I mean, it's been great ever since, to be honest. I learned so much for a person that didn't have the opportunity to be schooled about the game from a young age. So obviously my learning would be a lot slower than most people, but obviously I'm different in terms of how I approach things and my perspective to life and cricket. So I've kind of like embraced who I am and say I'm going to use who I am to actually try and grow the cricket that I love so much, even in other people. And then yeah, you know, God has been gracious ever since.